Hello everyone! Happy Monday! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. If you've never been to a live chat before, welcome. We are very happy to have you. If you are watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. So sorry that you couldn't make the live broadcast. This is a 2-hour live stream that I do every single week, and we talk about all kinds of things and we crochet at the same time because that's what we do. Let's see who it is that we have in the live chat this evening. See what's going on. Let's see. Wow, you guys have been in here for a while. Thank you so much for waiting. Look at all you guys. Hello! I see lots and lots of new names, guys. It's so good to see so many new people. So happy to have you. Whew. Okay, so first things first, you guys probably won't even know who it is that I am talking about, but if you've watched my channel, then you've probably heard me talking about my friend Chris, who has a channel here on YouTube called The Rewired Soul, and it's all about addiction and breaking the stigma of mental illness. So, you know, I like his channel. I've collaborated with him. We are very good friends. We actually met in a creators academy for YouTube, and that's actually where I became friends with Chantel as well. I knew her from her channel because I was looking at dyeing YouTube videos, so I knew who she was, but I didn't really get to know her until I joined the Creators Academy, and that's also where I met Chris. So you guys, is anybody here a fan of Shane Dawson, the YouTube channel? He has like 18 million subscribers or something crazy like that. It really is crazy. And he's probably not for a lot of people, but I like him mostly because of his belly laugh. Strange little thing about me is I love it when people laugh, like that honest to goodness laugh that you know comes from their pinky toe. I love that laugh. It just makes my soul smile, and Shane has the best belly laugh in his videos. Well, he's a very popular YouTuber, and he's doing a series right now, and Chris has been documenting it on his channel because what he does is he takes things from pop culture and in our YouTube culture, and then he analyzes it and helps us learn from those situations. So Shane has a docu-series that's going on right now, and it's very controversial, and Chris has been talking about it a lot. Well, y'all, Shane actually took a clip from one of Chris's videos and put it in his video. I was so happy for my friend. I was so happy for my friend that Shane Dawson mentioned him in his video. Shane Dawson commented last week on the same video. So Shane Dawson watched one of his videos and then put the clip in his own video that went live today. And I saw the notice about it. I saw Chris post about it on Facebook like 5 minutes before I had to go into a conference with a designer that I've been talking to. So I instantly started crying because I cry at coffee commercials, I cry at everything. So as soon as I saw the message, I was so happy for my friend that I just started crying. I was just so happy for him, and Catherine's looking at me like I have 6 heads going, "What's wrong with you, lady?" And I'm like, oh my God, Shane Dawson used one of Chris's videos, and Chris is in a Shane Dawson video. It was just a big thing, but I've been thinking about it since then because I've had time to calm down, because this is all about me, don't you know? So, the 3 degrees of separation type thing. Chris joked about it in one of his other videos that he did this week after Shane had commented on his video, and he said, you know, like, Shane's commented on my videos, you know, like, he's watched my videos, we're best friends now. And it made me giggle when it was going on about it, but I was like, hey, Dude, really? Shane Dawson used part of Chris's video in his own video. So that really does kind of make them besties now. And, ooh, my phone is not silenced. You guys do not want to hear all of that mess. So if Chris and Shane are besties by the rules of 3 degrees of separation, that makes me Shane Dawson's friend. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just going to stick with it. You guys don't bust my bubble if that's not how it works. Lord. I'm so excited for my friend. I am one of those people, like, I honest to goodness, get super excited at my friend's success. So excited that I just start crying with happiness. I'm that person. Colleen said, oh my God, which one was he? Chris, he is the, he runs the Rewired Soul. So he was sitting there and he had the board behind him that said Shane when he was talking. He's like a tan guy, dark hair. Yeah. Hello, hello. Everybody. Oh, Francis has me up on a 55-inch smart TV. Wow. Wow. It's a good thing I went and put on my makeup today because, y'all, it's my day off. And I filmed yesterday, so I had to put on makeup and do my hair and stuff yesterday. Y'all saw that video. That was the video that I put up about the charity. So all day long, I sat here in my pajamas. I'm not even going to lie about it. Leslie said, I'm here but having to cook dinner real fast, so back and forth from the kitchen. It's okay, girl. We're going to be here for a while. Ooh. Diana is here, but she's listening from work. Don't get in trouble, Diana. We don't want nobody getting in trouble. That would not be good. T-Doddles. Hey, first time watching live. Yay! I like it when new people. If you've never been in lives before, you know I can't control the outside noise. So sometimes, you know, one of my neighbors will drive by with a loud truck and it's annoying. I apologize. There is also a rather angry cloud outside. I'm looking out the window. There's a rather angry cloud out there, so I don't know if it's going to start thundering. And if it does, y'all are going to get to experience something because there's no trees here. So when, like, Garth Brooks, the thunder rolls, that's a thing. I didn't understand that until I moved out here and there was nothing but flat land. I did not get that at all. I normally watch you on a 65 too. Wow. You know, I was so shocked when I went looking at my demographics one day and I noticed that more people watch me on the television than they do anywhere else. And then I got super paranoid. I was like, oh God, my makeup has to be perfect. Oh God, my nails have to be perfect. They're watching me in high def. That's okay, Gracie. You know, I might get kicked offline too if it starts storming here bad. There's no telling what's going to go on. Chantel is here. See, Chantel was super excited too about Chris. I sent Chantel. She hadn't even woken up yet because this was at like 2 o'clock my time. So 6 o'clock my time is 10 a.m. her time. So it was like the wee hours of the morning, but I was still sending Chantel messages going, oh my God, Shane Dawson featured Chris in his new video. We were so excited. Ooh, from Scotland, you are up super late. Thank you for joining us. Mercy. What colors are you going to do your other grandbaby blanket? You know, I don't know. I have no idea. I have 2 things of red because I was going to make him, you know, instead of a mermaid blanket, I was going to make him a dragon blanket. But since I'm not making her a mermaid blanket, I don't want to make him a dragon blanket and have hers just be, you know, just a plain blanket. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Hey, yeah, I gotta be pumped for our friends. That's right. I am so excited for him. He's doing so well. And I just love him to pieces. He's such a good guy. Get under there. What am I doing? I need to turn this. That's what I need to do. It's getting too big to work on my table. So it's kind of hard. I'm sorry if this is looking messy, you guys. I only have so much space. Anne-Marie said, I'm so excited about the Snowball Express. I've been looking at patterns all day. Yes, I am so excited that so many people are jumping on it and so many people are going to participate. It's going to be great. I'm just trying to get through this corner real quick. Jeez. So many people here for the first time. Welcome, 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 you guys. All right, tails, get out of here. For those of you guys who are wondering why I have tails galore, it's because I've already frogged this blanket in its entirety once. So I decided that I'm just going to save my tails for the end. Whew. Ooh, Diana had snow. Oof. Oh, Fetra, did I say that right? You're in Lubbock. You're not too far away from me. You are the third subscriber that I know of that is in Lubbock. We need to do a meetup. We need to do a coffee meetup or something. Hello from Florida. Florida. I can't with snow. I really do not like snow. I'm not even going to lie to you. My entire disposition changes at the sight of flurries. I am unhappy when it gets cold outside. Francis said, I love Lieutenant Dan. I have bad legs due to back surgeries. And I post on Facebook, Lieutenant Dan, my legs hurt. I need new legs. I really do like Gary Sinise. I've never gotten to meet him. Him and his band, for many years, he would come to my hometown. There's a big festival called the Water Festival in my hometown, and he would come and he would perform at it. But I never got to meet him. I've seen him and his band perform, but I never got to meet him. Dun, dun, dun. Whew. Rebecca just got home. Lindsay said, if I have blankets I made a few years ago, are they okay to send? Yes, absolutely. I think I'm going to send one of my Arizonas. The cow that I am working on filming currently, that I was up until 7 a.m. this morning filming one of the squares, I am going to be... I work up a tester of everything that I film before I actually film it. So I will actually have 2 blankets. And there are so many squares in the pattern that I think I might actually be able to make 4 blankets out of all of the squares that I am filming for the crochet along. So I am going to use some of those to make blankets to send for the Snowball. And I'm also going to, you know, in my downtime at the office, I'm going to crochet something while I am there for the Snowball. Whew. Oh, Melissa's talking about Havana. Stash Havanas are beautiful, just so you know. Stash Havanas are absolutely beautiful. The original Havana was made of scraps. All of it was scraps. There are even some rows in the Havanas where the color changes 2 and 3 times. I mean, if you look at it closely, you can see it. And you can tell it's stunning. And a little secret, in the first Havana that Tina ever made, it's not even all the same yarn weights. In the original Havana, believe it or not, it's just a gorgeous, it really is a work of art. Hello, Deanna. Rebecca said, I'm not a huge fan of winter. I don't like winter at all. Winter is not my friend. Yes, good point, Leanne. Oh, what did I just knock off? Y'all, my workspace is a complete and utter disaster. When I say that I was up until 7 a.m. this morning filming, I mean it. I was literally up until 7 a.m. this morning filming. So, my workspace is a complete, just crazy cluster. I hope I got them matching. Did I get them matching? Oh, Jesus. Did I attach the wrong square? I don't know. I do not know. Oh well, we're going with it. It's done now. Whew. Hello, Suzanne. Christy said, I wish we could send money to the Snowball charity. You can. If you go to the Snowball Express website, you can donate money to the Snowball Express. I'm just reading chat. That's why I'm quiet. Everybody's just chit-chatting along. Whoa, Tia from the UK. Wow. So many of you guys are staying up so late. Thank you so much. So nice to see you guys. Hello, Missy. Debbie said, I wish they had some specific colors listed. I'm awful at choosing colors. Debbie, you're not the only one. You know, like Leanne said, go to Pip and Poppycock's website and look at her mood boards. And all you really need to do, I mean, like, there are some people that are getting really creative with it, like Tenna did, and they're changing their colors every single row. But you don't have to do that. You know, when I was testing my Havana, I did one color for each, well, two colors, one base color and then one pop of color, contrasting color for each portion. You could do that. Go to the mood board and find one of the mood boards that has 7 different colors on it, and then choose one main contrasting color and go with it. Okay, Mr. Loud Truck. Is that necessary? Whew. Hello to everyone coming in. Oh, Chantel, I am telling you, I just saw something. I think I shared it on my Facebook, but it were these teeny tiny, they were only about that big, teeny tiny little embroidery rings. But this person embroiders like landscapes, and they were stunning. Like, if we could take other people's pictures and send them to you for that dye-along, oh man, some of those, I was just looking at them and I just knew that you would be able to translate that into yarn. Oh man, they were beautiful. I hope I shared that to my page instead of just seeing it. Let me look now while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I didn't. I moved off of it, but I know who posted it, so I will go back later and I'll make sure. Whew. Lindsay said if I could afford it, I would do Havana in 2 shades of whirl and use a whirlette for the border. Lord, that would be expensive. Ooh, that's expensive. Deborah from Mississippi. Fellow Southern folk. Y'all, my tomato plant finally started growing tomatoes. I have green tomatoes. I'm hoping that they can get bigger before they start turning, because right now they're like baby little green tomatoes. But I'm really hoping that they... Oh, stop it. I changed one too many. I really want them to get bigger before I have to pull them off. So I'm hoping that they don't turn. But they're so pretty. My little Tony plant's growing up. Whew. Hello, Levy. We're happy that you made it too. Aw. Well, you can always just do a repeats of the colors that you have going on right now. Just make it, you know, just go with it. Just throw them in there. Thank you, Deanna. Please don't get upset. What is Havana? The Havana is a crochet along that's being hosted in the Facebook group Pip and Poppycock. And it is a beautiful, beautiful blanket. I was one of the testers for it. I failed at testing because I had to get busy with filming this crochet along. So I did not complete the testing, but I did a lot of it. It's a beautiful blanket. Hello, y'all, from VA. VA is Virginia. It's okay to be late, Carol. We've only been here for 20 minutes. We still got some time. Ooh, there's another Virginia person. Amanda got her knit crate yesterday. Oh, I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. I haven't gotten mine yet. Ooh, I have a nail that is snagging. We can't have that, y'all. Tools of the trade. You have to have a fingernail file close, because it starts to snag on yarn, and that's not fun. Oh, is she Russian? I don't know who she was. It was just one of those little Facebook videos that I saw. I've never seen it before, but Lord, I mean, just stunning, stunning work. I don't even think, you know, I used to embroider. That's where I started with my love of fiber arts. I used to embroider like tapestries and things like that, but I don't know that I would ever be able to embroider something on such a small, intricate scale. Oh, Amanda said it was a September box. Girl, did you see me turning green? I was turning so green. Because I only just got my notice that my knit crate shipped out. I was like, wait a minute. Marilyn said, I felt so confident about Havana when you said it was easy to do. Yes, easy with beautiful results. It really is easy. Ooh, Chantel's going to go get coffee. Bring me some. I need some. I only got 3 hours sleep. No, I take that back. I have to get up early for another meeting in the morning, so I don't need coffee. I'm just going to sit here and stick with my lemon water because I've been feeling kind of bad. I've been feeling kind of poorly. I started getting sick. Like I knew I was getting sick at work Saturday night. Oof. And it was pretty horrible. But I feel like I've missed it. I'm hoping that I have missed the worst of it because I don't have the chills or anything anymore. I just had a really, really bad headache, and I have this pressure in my face. Oh, it's killing me. Amanda's new knit crate shipped today, too. Yeah, it did. Oh, my eyeball. I'm trying not to get makeup all over my face and then have me looking like some crazy person here, but my eye is really, really itching. Lord have mercy. Speaking of eyeballs, do y'all ever have those moments where you realize that you're getting older? Not like those moments where, you know, you take off out in the front yard to go chase after a kid in a loving fashion. Ha, play, play. And then you finish and you can't catch your breath and you're like, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not talking about those moments. So like a year ago, I realized that I couldn't wear liquid eyeliner anymore. And it broke my heart because I love me some Kat Von D tattoo liquid eyeliner. I really do. I firmly believe that if Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner had been a thing in my early 20s, I would not be here right now because I would be ruling the world. That's how much I love that eyeliner. But liquid eyeliner, you know, the past couple of years, I have these teeny, teeny, teeny little wrinkles. I mean, teeny little wrinkles. I can't even see them with my own eyes in the mirror when I'm looking for them. But the minute that I go put on liquid eyeliner, it's just like it's spider webs all across my eye from these teeny, teeny little lines. So I had to stop wearing it. And then this week, I decided, because believe it or not, I have more makeup than I have yarn. I love makeup. And I was fishing through my eyeliners, and I saw my Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner sitting there, and I was like, hello, old friend. I would like to play with you. So I went to go put on my liquid eyeliner, and it did the same thing all over again. And by then it was too late, so I had to, you know, fix it. But do you guys ever have those moments? Like, I'm not as young as I used to be. Like, I'm in mourning about not being able to wear liquid eyeliner anymore. Tammy said, stop it, y'all are just babies. I'm not saying that I'm old. I'm just saying that, you know, no, it's not just the eyeliner, because I've tried other liquid eyeliners because I thought that, you know, maybe that particular eyeliner was just too liquidy. And no, it's not just that eyeliner. I can't wear any liquid eyeliner anymore. And it breaks my little heart. It really does. Aw, thank you, Shelly. Ansa said, like those moments when you realize that your arms are just barely long enough to read the paper now. Oh, I'm not laughing at you, Amber. I'm laughing with you. Oh, man. Levy said when you did the content theft video, you had this amazing, beautiful blanket on your bed. Do you mean this one? This one? Is that the one that you're talking about? Ooh. Leslie said I haven't worn makeup in years. Oh, y'all don't want to see me without makeup. My patrons have seen me without makeup. They've seen so much more of me than I would ever like to share with anybody else. They get me at lives at like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, thankfully somebody happens to be awake, but they get me live at 2 o'clock in the morning in my pajamas, trotting around my studio here, just randomly talking. Crazy. Levy, that is the Arizona. That's actually the Arizona that I worked up while I was filming the tutorials for the Arizona blanket. It's by Pip and Poppycock. Tammy said, I'm telling y'all, just tell them those gray hairs on my head are trophies. And they have names on them. Look close. You'll have more than your fair share. I have a lot of gray hair. Thankfully, with the lighting and everything, you guys can't see it too often. Normally, I am able to get the lighting just right to where it's not reflecting off of them. But I have a lot of gray hair. Whew. What is a patron? Patreon is a website that kind of, you know, in the old days, artists would have patrons that donated money to them or contributed money to them, so they did not have to focus on anything else but their art. They didn't have to split their time between their art and between working to provide for their household. So patrons would donate money to them. Patreon is a website that is the same premise, only, you know, in 2018. So I have a lot of patrons who donate money each month, you know, well, they pledge money each month, and they get special perks. You know, they get behind the scenes stuff when I'm filming. They're the only ones that have seen, you know, part of my studio that's on the other side of it, because it still freaks me out a little bit. Because that's my space. They get, you know, special live chats. They get all kinds of perks over there. There's different tiers that you can donate each, or contribute, or pledge, whatever it is that you would like to call it. But there's lots of neat stuff that goes on over there. We have some conversations, like I said, at crazy hours, because I'll be sitting here and, you know, like yesterday I had like an hour and a half where I didn't want to make Tristan be quiet so I could film. So it was like 9 o'clock my time, and I just decided to go live, and I was making paint box color pegs while I was talking to them about all of the things that I had to do and things that needed to get done and the processes of getting those done. It's just all kinds of stuff. I believe it is in US dollars. Aw, thank you, Chantel. Chantel is one of my patrons, because she's my buddy and she's supportive. They also get to, you know, they get to hear about things that are up and coming before everybody else does. They also get to partake in, you know, like I asked them about things that I'm thinking about filming, like with my content theft video, my second one. I filmed that, you know, I had the idea for it, and I knew all of the points that I needed to touch on, and I knew what I wanted to do, but I hadn't really talked to anybody about it. I just came in here and, you know, I spent 3 hours filming it, and then I went and I plopped in the living room with my laptop and I started editing it. Well, Catherine was sitting in the living room on her laptop, and she all of a sudden just looks at me and she goes, "You sound like a psycho. You can't upload that. You sound like a psycho." And I was like, "What? Really? No, I don't." She's like, "Yeah, you do. I'm sitting over here. You sound like a psycho. You don't need to upload that." So what I did for my patrons is I took like all of my crazy moments from that video when I let my crazy out of his box, and I condensed them down, and then I uploaded that video and let them look at it, and only them look at it, and they all laughed. They all thought that it was great, so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to upload it. It's a good thing I didn't listen to Catherine, because letting my crazy out of his box has never been so good. Whew. Welcome back, Daigo. Lord, this blanket is getting big, y'all. Oh, is Daigo sad because she keeps getting bumped? So sorry, Daigo. Silly people in Texas stealing up your internet. That was the video that led me here to you. It's led a lot of people here. I'm so thankful that the message is getting out to people. It is so, all of the good messages that I get, you know, far outweigh the bad messages. And there's been a lot of bad messages, but they so outweigh the bad messages. Commenting issues? Oh no. You guys. That's no bueno. Stephanie, I love that psycho video. That's why I'm here. There was a whole lot of other people that liked it when I let my crazy out of its box too. What blanket are you working on? I am working on a blanket for my grandbaby. One of them. It's just a simple little blanket that, you know, I can work on without having to violate someone's copyright or ask for permission or anything like that. That's taken me forever. It should have been done already, but I don't work on this except for when I'm with you guys. I might weave in some ends because really you guys don't want to watch me weave in ends, do you? But I only work on this when I'm with you guys. I'm so sorry, Daigo. Hey, Ida, I didn't know you was here. Kim is here. So happy that you made it, Kim. Y'all, let me tell you, I went to go send Kim a package because, you know, she sent me the Tams, and then her baby wanted a toy, but they wouldn't ship it to Australia. So she said, can I ship this to you and then give you money to ship it to me? I said, sure, no problem. Well, I was going to be sneaky, y'all, and take this little old box that her child's toy was in, put it in a bigger box, along with a bunch of other stuff, and then I went tootling up to the post office, $76 to mail a box to Kim in Australia. I about lost my mind. I looked at that woman behind the counter, that poor clerk. I said, excuse me, your what hurts? She said $76 and like 23 cents. I'm sorry, what? Jesus. Woman was trying to take my Jesus from me. Hello, Antoinette. By the way, you guys, if you guys have come in here and I have missed saying hello to you, I apologize. Please don't take offense. Because chat's kind of going crazy. Kim is going crazy testing out things. Kim can't handle it when she doesn't know the answers to somebody's technical problems. Yes, I am old enough to have grandbabies. I have 2 of them. But thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not seeing a problem with chat either. I enter the room and remove my hat. I think I might be lost. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the crazy. Pull up a table. We have Tim Tams. Honest to goodness, I have Tim Tams. The chat is only mostly crazy. Yeah, only mostly crazy. Just a little bit. And Kim, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask the patrons for their Ask Me Anything, because I suck. Clearly, I suck. That thing is going to be my vice. You can see it. Tammy said, we're breaking the internet, y'all. Hurry and smash the like button before they kick us off. I hope they don't kick us off. I have missed you guys. It was a long week without y'all. Whew. Kim said, I am upset that you are not chilling those mint ones. Kim, I have a 12-year-old boy in the house. Do you know what it's like to have a 12-year-old boy in the house? You don't own anything anymore, especially when it's food, and even more so if it's something that's sweet. If he even knew that they were in here, they would be gone. But he doesn't come in here because it's the craft room, so they're safe. I'm going to need you to stop it, okay? They're just fine the way that they are. Deborah said, what are Tim Tams? I keep hearing about them for the last life. They're cookies. They're Australian cookies. Leslie said, I'm so lost right now. I have my brother on the phone trying to listen to chat and crochet and it's not working. Ugh. Bless your heart. Good night, Karen. Laubers Lovable said, this is the most mellow chat I've ever been, and I'm used to the ones where comments is gone before I hit enter, and I have to scroll up for 3 days to find it. Oh, well, we're not that busy. I hope we don't ever get that busy, because I like people being able to have conversation, and I like being able to see the chat, so I can have conversations with you. Kim said, so what I'm hearing is you need a bar fridge in your craft room. Yes. Yes, I do. Do any of you guys watch Glam Life Guru? I think that's what, Tati Westbrook. She's a beauty guru. I want her beauty room for my yarn room. Literally, her beauty room is just, she did this whole thing when they built her beauty room, and when it was getting styled, she had this celebrity stylist come in and style her room, and it was just a beautiful process, and her beauty room is just gorgeous, and I want that room for my craft room. I want it so bad. Jason said, to be honest, this is my second live chat. Well, welcome, Jason. Do you even crochet, or did you just randomly end up here? Yay, at least somebody knows who Tati is. Dun, dun, dun. Wait till he's 20. Honey, when he's 20, he is either 1, going to be in college, or 2, be in the Marine Corps. So he will not be here when he is 20. I got 6 years left. Me in Texas? I'm not in Texas. I am currently in New Mexico, but I might as well be in Texas, because Texas is just a sneeze away. But I'm 2 hours away from Lubbock, and I'm 2 hours away from Amarillo. Susan said I'd be happy with any room and not my dining room. I remember those days. God, do I remember those days. And I still don't even have a room all to myself. I mean, there's a bed behind me, and the reason that the bed is behind me is because I had to make, you know, concessions with Catherine. I got to put all of my yarn in here. I got to set up all of my YouTube stuff in here, so I used to set up in the middle of the bedroom, and then I would have to take it down because it was in the middle of the bedroom. So I would set up, and then I'd have to take it down, set up, have to take it down. So now I can, you know, leave it up all the time in here, and the only time I have to move anything is whenever we have people in from out of town. Then I have to move things around. But I had to make concessions. It's not fully mine. I will have something fully mine one of these days, though. Texas is where your partials go. Yes, that's true. It is. It goes to Lubbock, and then it gets lost in Lubbock because Lubbock's post office is just incompetent. Jason said, what is a beauty room and what is a yarn room? Jason, I'm going to need you to expand your horizons if you're in here. A beauty room is where women go to get beautiful. A yarn room is where women go to get happy. Wow, lots of people are having issues with YouTube tonight. I wonder if they did an update or something that is affecting... Did you guys recently update your apps or anything like that? Cindy said, and here I am just wanting my sewing machine in the same room with my yarn. Has anyone told Steph how to do the Tim Tams? I learned how to do the Tim Tam Slam the very first time I was in Australia, honey. I am OG at the Tim Tam Slam. Yes, I am. Alright, I'm going to have to cut you because you are just far too long. I don't know what's going on with you. Yarn room equals happy place. Ain't that the truth? Alright, that one was a white one. This one needs to be a colored one. Did you ever find out who the yarn was from last week? Yes, yes I did. And I still cannot tell you. But I did get to tell them thank you. Goals. It's goals, you guys. I don't have a dedicated yarn room either. It just looks like it to you guys. I mean, mostly it's mine. Mostly it's mine. Just taking over. Catherine came and stood in here yesterday, and I was just sitting here. And I was just looking around, and this like yarn had exploded all over the place, and I had to stop everything that I was doing and clean up the room because it was there was just so much stuff everywhere that it was making me crazy, and I couldn't focus on what I needed to focus on. She come in and she just looked at me and she's like, you okay? Your cup is not big enough? Look, this is the big one. This is the big one. I love this mug. Lord, I love this mug. Not trying to press my merch on you or anything. I really do love that mug. But I always liked big coffee mugs. What yarn are you using for this blanket? This is Red Heart. The cream is Aran, colorway Aran. And then the variegated is called Wildflowers. It's not my favorite yarn to work with, but it's for a 2-year-old. So I'm not going to use my paint box or my Stylecraft for a 2-year-old that's just going to trot it all through the house and drag it through the mud. Na-na. Dum, dum, dum. I'm trying to catch up with all of this. Camp Nelson said, I'm too old and I don't know the new lingo. Is the Tim Tam Slam the same as the Tim Tams draw? Yes. Shirley, you can get it by going to itscrochetoclock.com and in the menu bar, click on merch and it'll take you to my merch store. Hello, Karina. Welcome. Marilyn is doing Havana with paint box, and boy, is it beautiful. I did mine with paint box too. Never mind, Kim's got the link to merch right there. Hello, Amy and Haley. Something is not a laughing matter. I must have missed something. Whew. Y'all, I'm so happy to be crocheting and not looking at a little screen. Oh, I filmed for, like, I started at 11 and I finished at 7. So, 8 hours I filmed. Whew, my eyeballs. Fairy said, I want to try a cowl, but all the ones I like involve texture, and while I am confident in my skills, texture intimidates me to pieces. Fairy, try the Arizona. If you like the Arizona, try the Arizona. I did video tutorials for it, and while it looks complicated, it's really, really not. And even if you think it is complicated and you want, you know, someone to hold your hand, I did the video tutorials. I will be there right with you through the whole stinking thing. Susan said, I need to get more confident with stitches. You know, the only way to get more confident with them is to just practice on them and just keep doing them and work at them. It's the only way that you are ever going to learn and that it's ever going to change. Lord. Learning more Aussie lingo from an American YouTuber. I even talk like some of you guys, you know, like I listen to Chantel so much, and I talked to Chantel. What was it when I went home in July? My cousin Amy kept poking fun. Oh, a skosh. I just wanted a skosh of something, and that was because of Chantel, because I had heard Chantel say skosh so much that it had worn off on me, and she was like, what is this skosh stuff? You go out there to New Mexico and you come home just talking craziness. Oh, Rebecca Nelson. Don't cuss at YouTube. YouTube is our friend. Maybe YouTube is just having a bad day. We don't know its struggles. Leslie, I know those feelings. I know those feelings. Like, I have to do another blanket because I can't send this one without sending one for the other one because they're two 2-year-olds in the same house. That just won't work. So I have to finish that blanket. But, you know, like I said, I will probably get at least 3 blankets out of all the squares that I am making for the crochet along that I'm filming. So I do have that in the works too. But I gotta get on it. Chantel said, because I use random words. Yes. Yes, you do. And it wears off on us. Oh. Shirley said, I went to the website for the Havana Cal and I didn't see the first 2 parts. I signed in on Facebook. Tenna is uploading the parts for the crochet along to Ravelry, and then she's posting in the Pip and Poppycock Facebook group when she uploads them. Are they twins? Yes, kind of. Sort of. Not really. Blended family. Blended family. Ugh, come on. The 11 billion. Yes, 11 billion, Chantel. But you know what? That's one of the reasons that I love you, because I never know what's going to come out of your mouth that's going to make me giggle. And you're always entertaining to watch because of that. Thank you, Kim Nelson, for the update. That is appreciated. Good night, Amanda. Whew. Y'all, I have no idea what my next step is going to be on this blanket. I might have to start working, you know, like, I might start working like a border going around it, like a thick border. I don't know. We'll have to see how big this actually turns out to be. Haley said, how can you crochet without looking? I would be poking everywhere but the stitch. Aw, it's, because I've done it so much, it's just a granny stitch. You know, I guess I'm just used to it. But I do have to look down. I guess I just don't continuously look down. Like whenever I'm attaching, I have to look down. You don't say 11-ty? No, most people don't say 11-ty. Leslie said, ooh, opinion, what's a good border for a waffle stitch blanket? I think a simple one, because Lord knows you done spent enough money on yarn to make that sucker, because it is a yarn eater. I just said it's muscle memory. She could probably do it in her sleep. You know what? What did I do? I was on a live. Oh, that's what I was doing. It was last weekend. I went live while I was cleaning up my craft table because I was going to film and I actually filmed and then I didn't like the footage, so I deleted it. I have to refilm it all. But I cleaned off my whole craft table and I sat here and I was like, where did the sleeve go for this ball of yarn? And I still have not been able to figure it out. This was a full skein of yarn and it had a sleeve around it. It matched this one. It had a sleeve around it. And there were 5 of them all sitting there in their pretty little row for my background for filming. and the sleeve just went away. And I can't figure it out. And I'm thinking that I got up and I was crocheting in my sleep or something, because I do not remember taking the sleeve off of this. I don't even, I mean, I'm still baffled by it. I don't know what in Sam Hill happened. Okay, Anne-Marie. I'm sorry that you're having issues typing. Dun. I love crab stitch borders. I do. I think they are so elegant. I don't know why, but they just seem elegant to me. I love the crab stitch. Goodbye, Sally. Have a great day. Anyone got any ball winder suggestions that are affordable? I've got to quit using my husband's power drill. You know, I don't know what brand my ball winder is. I'll have to look. But mine was a little bit more expensive because I bought one that is all metal versus plastic gears, you know, for the turning. I got one that was all metal because I didn't want to, if it weren't for bad luck, I would have no luck at all. And I could just see me being in the middle of winding something and kneading it, because you're not supposed to you're not supposed to cake up your yarn before you're going to use it because it stretches out the fibers. So I could just see myself wanting to start a project and winding up my yarn, and then all of a sudden it breaking on me. That would happen to me. I'm that person. Whew. Hello, 2 Arctic Wolves. And hello, Holly. It's okay. We still got a whole hour. Ow. I'm sorry if I keep rearranging myself, guys. I've been sitting in this chair, I feel like, all weekend. I've either been filming or I've been editing, so it's starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. Hey, Kirby, I didn't know you were hanging out with us this evening. Good to see you. I got mine right here. Let me grab it. Let me see, without knocking anything over. Mercy. Ugh. Oh, hi. That's one of the only plastic pieces that I have, and this is the part that fits on. This is mine. And I got this one because it's all metal gears in here. I didn't want it to break. Woo! As I hit my computer with the little arm. Velius, V-E-L-I-I-S, is the one that I have. I mean, I enjoy it. It's never done me wrong. Oh, sorry. It's never done me wrong, ever. I can't remember how much I paid for it. But it came with this Mondo long arm. Like, have mercy. Who's going to make a cake that big? Honestly, but I guess I could if I wanted to. I've never used that. I just keep this arm on it. That's mine. Ooh, it's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. Somebody's kicking the old people, Tammy? Hang on. Don't let him kick you. I like the blanket that is behind you on the chair. That is the Arizona. That was the one that I filmed the tutorials for. And then this one right here is an Arizona as well. This was the first workup of the pattern because I always work through patterns before I film them. So this is where I worked up the pattern, and then the one on the chair that I'm sitting on, because it's chilly, is the one that I filmed. That looks dangerous, and as a clutch, I should probably pretend I didn't see that. Did you see like I snapped my thumb right there? Normally I'm really careful with it because it is so stinking heavy. Whew. Y'all, we are almost done attaching these granny squares. We just got one more side to do. How about them apples? Lobbers, I think she's talking about my metal ball winder. Whew. Debbie said I got the Starwood Imports one from eBay for $20. It has no exposed gears, so it won't catch the yarn. It works fine for me. Can cake an entire average size skein. Nice. Marguerite said, new to your channel, but I love the blanket you're working on. Will you be posting a pattern? If there is one, what colors are you using? It's just granny. The pattern itself, I mean, I guess you could always go back and watch the lives and see how I made it, but the center square is just one big old granny, and then the small squares are just granny squares, and I'm attaching them. I guess I could write up a pattern for it if you guys wanted to know exactly where I changed colors. I made it with, or I am using Red Heart Super Saver because it's for a 2-year-old. And the cream color is the Aran colorway, and then the variegated colors is Wildflower. Raquel, did you find it online on Amazon, mine? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe. I don't know. I know that mine was more expensive than just a regular plastic one. Good night, Chris. But I got that one because I was looking at it as an investment. Rebecca said, I'm thinking using the yarn that I won on a butterfly shawl. Ooh. Hey, Bobby. Welcome to the chat. Can I just say that I love it when somebody pipes in here and says, hey, y'all. I'm like, it's my people. Yay, Nancy got it fixed. I'm so glad to hear that. Whew. Raquel said yours was $339.99. What? No. Yes, you do tell lies. You tell big old fat lies. Because I ain't spending no $340 on a ball winder. I don't care how fabulous of a cake it's going to wind up. That's so funny. Dai said, hey Steph, this is a bit random, but I wanted to say thank you for mentioning about the curly girl method. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it's been helpful for you. I know it certainly was a lifesaver for me when I switched over to the curly girl method. I really did not understand. Like, I thought that I knew my hair, having been on my head for all of these years. I thought I knew my hair until I went curly girl. And it changed everything. Oh, that's okay, Latasha. You can just hang out here. Susan said for $300 it better wine my entire stash by itself. I know that's right. Oh, I'm so glad to hear, Dai. It really is great. It's a game changer. Melissa took off and was slamming Tim Tams. Go, girl. I know those feelings. I know them. I'm here. I'm with you. I have a ball winder. His name is Costa. Oh, you guys make me laugh. I'm telling you, you guys are so good for my soul. Kirby said I use the butters for frizzy hair. Mercy. Kim's going to the hairdresser this week. Did you schedule your hairdressing appointment in the middle of Chantel's live like you always do? Naughty. Hello, Latonia. Latonia. Probably saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. We should all start placing bets on what color Kim is going to dye her hair this time. Carrie said, I haven't made a granny blanket in a long time. Me either. Me either. But I needed something that I would be able to work with on screen, because you know I'm not crafty like Chantel. I don't have my own patterns that I can work. So I have to work on something that's very generic. But it works. Those are the spin-offs, Maryland. If you don't have somebody buy it from you in Australia, like we had this whole thing going on in the Facebook group, and everybody was taking pictures of the ingredients and stuff. The ingredients are different. They are different. So it's not the same. Oh, Kim scheduled it. Scheduled it in the middle of a live. Hey, Freaky Geek. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, Marilyn, if you don't have somebody ship them to you from Australia, if you don't send money, but you know what? The Australian dollar is down. So if you can make friends with somebody in Australia and PayPal them money, whoo, you'll save a heap on getting them over, because the Australian dollar is down. Hey, Yarning with Mimi. I'm just going to call you Mimi. Is that okay? Yes, that is true, Tara. That's the whole point of it. Raquel just finished 36 polka dots. You go, girl. That's okay, Charlene. Some of us lurk. Like, now, since my schedule changed, I'm always going to be at work whenever Chantel is live. So I may be able to chit-chat from the phone. I may not be able to. It depends. But I will always be carrying you guys around in my pockets. And I will be listening in my pockets. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gamer Widows. Are any of you guys planning, and the reason that I am saying so now is just in case you do have to plan for situations like that, are any of you guys planning on going to the Crochet Guild of America conference in July? I know that it's still a ways away, but it's in New Hampshire, so planning must take place. I am going to be there. Yes, I will be. My cousin will be with me. I believe Emma from Pip and Poppycock is going to be there. It's going to be lots and lots of people there. I'm very excited about it. Yes, I can make you that small, Freaky. 2, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Lowered this blanket, y'all. I know I keep saying that. Y'all are probably getting upset with me. Leanne said, we have another huge shopping center opening on Thursday here. There will be a delay for Lincraft opening, I heard, thanks to Melissa. Aww. Ashley said, ooh, I'm from Maine, just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Diana said, on that video I was commenting on earlier, did you block those squares individually or the entire shawl as a whole? I waited and I blocked the entire shawl after it was finished. I blocked the shawl, and while the shawl was blocking, I actually added my fringe while it was on the blocking board. It was much easier. Hey, Kelly! Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's much easier to block at least in my opinion, it's much easier to add on the fringe while the shawl is being blocked. Good night, Raquel. Carrie B's in PA. See, you're not too far. You could make it. Who is the Chantel you guys are talking about? Chantel is my good Judy. She is my YouTube good Judy over at Fiberific. She does lives at the same time I do them, only on Wednesday nights for Americans, and it's Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Brisbane time in Australia that she does her lives. But she owns a dye shop called Fiberific in Australia where she hand dyes her own yarns, and they are fabulous and they are glorious. And she also does a mystery lace club where she hand dyes the yarn and you get a pattern and all of that good stuff monthly. She's good stuff. She's my YouTube good Judy. She is. She's very fantastic. I love her to pieces. She's funny, and I get very cranky if something happens and I have to miss her live. Because for me, you know, it's Wednesdays, and it used to be, before my schedule changed, Wednesdays were the middle of the week, so it was that thing that I looked forward to every week. In the middle of the week, it was halfway over, and it was just, I don't know, like, you're always looking forward to Friday, I feel like, when you're in a normal 9-to-5 job, and it just gave you something else in the week to look forward to. Come on, get over here. I'm going to move these things over here. I just realized that you guys can't see what I'm doing. Mercy. Oh, is she going to be dying this week, Kim? I'm going to have to make arrangements with my with my coworker to make sure that I am in a specific place so I can actually watch. I love the dye streams. She does dye streams. What do your grandbabies call you? I'm Nini. I'm Yaya. Woo! We gonna be dyeing this week, you guys. I am so excited. The dye weeks, the live chats, it's just so much fun because we get to participate. You know, it's not just watching someone dyeing yarn on YouTube. We actually get to participate, and she mixes up colors, and she goes, okay, these are the colors that I already have mixed up, and these are the bases that I have soaked, and what are we gonna do? So we get to dye with her. We get to participate in choosing the colors, and we go through the entire process with her, you know, the waiting for the dye to soak up and all of that stuff. And then afterwards, after it dries, because it looks completely different when it's wet than when it's dry, she always posts pictures for us on her Instagram or in her Facebook group, so we get to see it. And like that, there were, I think the last time we dyed a whole bunch of yarn with her, then a couple weeks later, she was going to Bendigo, and she was going to be selling those yarns that we had dyed with her, so we got to help her name a whole bunch of her yarns. So it's very interactive. It's lots and lots of fun. So I highly, highly suggest that you subscribe to Fiberific and join in on those live chats, because they're just too fun. Are you Greek? My partner is from Athens. No, I am Italian. But they were not going to go with, it wasn't going to happen. So it came out Yaya. But that's okay. I'm okay with being Yaya. I actually used to choke. When I used to have to tell somebody that I was a grandma, I would like, I would have to choke out the words. Thank you, Kim. That's Wednesday night, Shelly. I'll put a notice in the Facebook group, in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. I'll try to remember on Wednesday before I go to work. Or Kim or Chantel, you have permission, please. If I forget and I'm at work, it's really hard for me to post links and stuff from my phone, and I can't access it from the computers at work. So you guys have permission. Post away in my Facebook group. Because Chantel's my YouTube good Judy. I will promote her channel on my Facebook group. I'm okay with that. My mother likes her grandkids to call her Nana. My Aunt Jean Ann is a Nana. But I was just choking on the whole grandma idea. I could not get on board until I heard them say Yaya for the first time. And then I just started crying. So I was like, okay, okay. Yaya loves you. I'm going to go crochet you something right now. Thank you, Bobby. You can get one at It's Crochet O'Clock. Click on the menu and then look for the merch button. Free said, I'm sure all grandmothers like it when the young ones don't say old bag. Let me tell you what, I'm old school. And if any kid called me an old bag, they'd be picking themselves up off the floor. Ain't no two ways about it. And then when the police got there, I would just tell the police what had happened. You see, what had happened was the Fiberific Fun Zone is Chantel's Facebook group. I had a nanny. I have a Gaggy, and then I had an Oma. Aw, congratulations, Denise. I was gonna try and, be all cool and be the glamma, but, it's just so played out now that if I went that way, I would just be following, and I'm a shepherd. I'm not a sheep. It's not the type of person that I am. Shelly said her mom is a Pumbaa. That's different. Thank you, Chantel. Chantel has just created an event or a placeholder for her live stream. So if you want to get notified of it, you can pop over to her stream and click the little remind me icon. And it'll give you a notice when she goes live. Of course, Chantel. Ooh, hello from Iceland. It is late. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for the compliment. She gets called Moonbeam. Leanne has a friend that is steering well away from everyone, and she gets called Moonbeam. by all of her grandchildren. Now that is special right there. There's no two ways about it. That's special right there. See, why couldn't I have thought of something like that? I'm so sorry, Kelly. My nanny was just one of the best people. I'm going to tell y'all a funny story, okay? My nanny was probably the holiest person on the planet next to the Pope, okay, in my eyes. Anyways, my nanny was the person that even when I didn't want to go to church, she always made me go to church. She was always the one that forced me to go out to go get my Easter dresses and all of that stuff. My nanny was God to me. So I must have been 14 because my brother Brian was still alive and he passed away a week after my 15th birthday. So I was 14 and I woke up in the middle of the night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Every single light in the house was on. I mean, every single one of them. Even lights that normally would never be on for any reason, they were all on. Nobody was home. Nobody. Mom, stepdad, brothers, sisters, nephew, nobody was in the house. Y'all, I thought that the trumpets had sounded and everybody had left me behind. And there was probably a good 3 or 4 minutes where I just walked around the house. I mean, I even walked into the laundry room, like I'm going to walk into the laundry room and all of my family's going to be there in the middle of the night going, ah. I was losing my mind. I called my nanny in the middle of the night and she answered the phone and I started crying and I said, "Oh God, you're still here. I'm okay." And she said, "Child, what is wrong with you calling me at this hour?" I said, "I thought the trumpet sounded and the rapture happened and I got left behind. But if you're still here, I'm okay." And about that time, my family comes walking through the door. They decided that they needed to go to Walmart for midnight snacks. And I was sleeping, so I didn't get included. The whole house left me. Oh, Jesus. Man, some of the things that happened to me. I'll never forget that fear. That was some serious fear. Waking up and thinking that the rapture had happened. And I got left behind. I was not okay. Oh, I was not okay, you guys. Whew. Man. I've had some crazy moments in my life, you guys. Whew. But she picked up the phone, and we're all still here, so it's okay. Scarred for life. I was so mad at them for leaving me behind. They were like, "You were sleeping. You would have yelled at us if we would have tried to wake you up to go to Walmart." You know, my Aunt Jean Ann is the one that actually did all of the family research and all of that for the DAR. But yes, my nanny was a member of the DAR, but my Aunt Jean Ann is the one that did all of the legwork and all of that to open the door for the family. Y'all. Oh, well, that's just not gonna work. We're not gonna use you. There's a mistake in you. Y'all didn't see that. I'm just reading the comments. Kim said they couldn't have left a note. That's what I'm saying. I guess they weren't expecting me to wake up. Kelly said, I'm pretty sure in the event of a rapture, there wouldn't be any power. Are you sure about that? I mean, are you really sure about that? Like I said, how old were you when that happened? I was 14. Did they share the snacks that they picked up? Yes, they did, because I was very, very wide awake. It had a mistake hourglass. There was a mistake. There was one that wasn't a cluster of 3. It was a cluster of 2, and that's just not going to work. What the heck is the rapture? That's when the trumpets sound and Christ calls everybody home. Hey, Jaja. It was a scary few minutes, you guys. I mean, it's funny now to laugh about it, but that is instantly, and I don't know why and then another story that Catherine loves to tell. This one wasn't too long ago, but she tells everybody about it. There was this, I was in the bedroom, and y'all, sound carries here so far, and it freaks me out whenever it happens. And it's because, you know, I come from the land of trees. You know, we don't have sounds that echo like that. So when you hear her tell this story, maybe, am I back, you guys? Lord. Ugh. How aggravating is that? Oh. Are you going to connect? Am I back now? Lord? I don't know if I'm back. Am I back? Lord, I hope so. I hope I'm back. It says that I'm back, but I don't know if it's lying or not. I was right in the middle of a good story, too. Jesus. YouTube's trying to take my Jesus from me tonight. That was not fun. Y'all jinxed me. All of you guys that are having issues with YouTube tonight, you guys jinxed me. Having YouTube issues is not my gig. That's Chantel's gig. She always has issues with Australian internet. Oh, mercy. Oh, wow. Y'all, I was halfway through that story, and all you guys got was, I'm from the land of the trees. Have mercy. Okay, so echo is not a thing where I come from, so it's completely new to me. I was in the bedroom, and I was laying down to go to sleep, and I kept hearing this boom, boom, boom. I was like, what in Sam Hill is going on? So I get up and I come out, I thought, rather casually, out of the bedroom. I go out onto the front lawn, and all I see is just, it's black outside. So, you know, we can't see the stars, so I know that it's cloud covered, but it's black outside. And off in the distance, it looks like just like these massive, huge, big clouds are just lighting up. And whenever they do, it's like boom, boom, boom. But it's like there's no lightning going down or anything. And it's not a boom like a thunder boom. This was like a big, resonating, like cannonball boom going on. And I was like, holy crap. It's happening. Like something is happening. The apocalypse is happening. I mean, again, panic ensued and I freaked out. So I come running into the house. I thought rather casually to tell Catherine that the end was nigh. And the way she tells the story is that she was sitting there and all of a sudden she heard The bedroom door opened, the bedroom door slammed, and then heard me go thump, 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 and then heard the front door open and the front door slam behind me, and she said she thought, what the hell is going on? Because it's the middle of the night. It wasn't the middle of the night, it was like 10:30 at night. And then a couple minutes later, all of a sudden the front door swings open, and here comes Stephanie, trotting into the middle of the living room, assumes the sumo wrestler stance, and her fingers do the jazz hands, and she goes, Jesus is coming! And then turns around and heads back out the front door. She loves to tell that story, and I may or may not have said that Jesus was coming, but I do not remember the sumo wrestler thing. I do not remember the jazz hands thing. I do, however, remember feeling very stupid when she finally made it out to the front of the yard, because it was apocalyptic and it was happening, and she was just strolling along. So she finally gets out there, and then she grabs me by like my wrist and pulls me around the side of the house, which is looking over to the university, and apparently it was homecoming night. And they were shooting off fireworks. And the booming just so happened, I mean, no joke, it just so happened to be coinciding with these big old, like, I guess it was heat lightning or whatever in the clouds. It was crazy. It was a crazy coincidence, but the apocalypse was coming. The end was nigh. Yeah. She loves to tell people that story. When she can actually tell it without laughing through the whole thing, she loves to tell people that story. It's happening. I don't know what's happening, but it's happening. That's exactly where I was. I was like, oh my God. Jesus is coming. Something bad is happening outside. Y'all. It's crazy. I wish I would have got it on film. I have some crazy moments, man. You know, I don't do well with horror movies at all. I don't like scary things. But I like history. So I like watching things about, you know, like witches and Salem. I like history. So I get into supernatural type things like that. And she was like, you know, American Horror Story did one on a coven in New Orleans. And I went, oh, okay. Well, you know, I mean, what's scary about that? Honestly, what's scary about that? We sat there for like 10 hours binging American Horror Story Coven. And it was like midnight. And we got a craving for ice cream. So into the car we go. To McDonald's. We get our ice cream, and I have a sundae because I'm not a fan of cones unless they're from Dairy Queen. And I'm holding my sundae in my hand, and we are pulling down the road, and we live on a corner lot. And we were pulling down the road to turn onto our road where our actual driveway is. And I looked over, I was passenger, she was driving my car. I look over, and there is this thing in the middle of our yard, and it's moving, and it was substantial. Like, it wasn't just like a tiny little leaf blowing or something. It was substantial. Y'all, it scared me so much I couldn't even talk. I was just sitting there. I couldn't even talk, but in my brain, I'm thinking, that thing is too close to Tristan's window. How am I going to get the boy out of the house? Because the zombies are coming. How am I going to get the boy out of the house? I'm not going to be able to make it to the front door. Can't get to the back door because the gate's locked and I'm too fat to get over that stinking fence. How am I going to get the child out of the house and the damn zombies are coming? I couldn't even talk. Like, all of this was just zipping through my head so quickly that it was just coming out as... I couldn't even... Y'all, it was a skunk. It looked like a hand coming out the ground, but it was a skunk. I'm a sissy lala, you guys. I get so scared so easily. Hush it, freaky. Am I a Leo with Leo rising? No, I'm a Cancer. Kim said, speaking of witches, I saw something yesterday that the original Charmed series started 20 years ago. You know they're coming out with a new Charmed. It's supposed to be starting like any time now. To be fair, it was a zombie skunk. Thank you. Oh, what I love about you is how rational and level-headed you are. You know, normally I am. Honestly, I am. But I have those moments where things just don't rock. And oh, my Aunt Jean Ann is here. Hi, Aunt Jean Ann. I didn't even know that you were here. I think my Aunt Jean Ann has heard all of these stories. I didn't realize. My Aunt Jean Ann is that person, you know, whenever I go to post something on Facebook, I'm like, would my Aunt Jean Ann smile at this, or would she raise her eyebrow at this? No, I'm not going to post that. Yes, there is a new Charmed. You know, Kim, don't knock it, because I wasn't very excited for the new 90210 either, but they did very well with it. Kim said, she's my moral compass. Yes, she reminds me to be kind and be sweet. Yes. That is my Aunt Jean Ann. She is my moral compass. That's a good way to put it. Woo! Good job, Bobby. Don't let your phone die. You'll get along with Emma from Pip and Poppycock. Emma always goes to go log into live with like 2% of battery left. Like she didn't know. What, there is a new 90210? Well, I mean, it had 7 seasons, and now it's ended, but they ended it very well. But the way that they did the new 90210 is they brought back some of the old characters. You know, they're older, so you get to see what happened to them and their lives, and you know, some of their siblings are still there going to school because they were younger. I didn't think that I was going to like it, but I really enjoyed it. So instead of thinking of what would GD do, you do the what would GAD do? What would my Aunt Jean Ann do? Yes, I channel my Aunt Jean Ann quite frequently, y'all. I do, honestly. Watched a video saying that show is ending on Netflix. Yes, it did end, but they ended it very well, where they gave it some closure so you're not wondering about it. Yep, it had Silver in it, and Kelly was in it, and Kelly and Silver's mom was in it, and oh, I always forget, Brenda was in it. I mean, there was a lot of the original people in it. There were some characters from the original that didn't have, you know, big roles in the original that had bigger roles in this one as adults. Yeah. Daigo is laughing and crying at the same time. I don't mean to make you cry, Daigo. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Lord, this thing is just pulling. Whew. I'm sure my Uncle Roger is looking at my Aunt Jean Ann thinking that she's crazy too, because I know she's sitting over there giggling. I can picture him sitting in the chair and her sitting over on the couch with her feet all lounged out in front of the fan, just giggling to herself. You threw one away. Yes, but that was one of the other ones that I threw away. I was more concerned with my last corner square. Dylan and Brandon are not in it, but they are spoken about. I don't want to ruin anything for you, but Dylan is spoken about a lot in it. And while his character is not actually in it, his character has a big role in it. Ooh, Kirby. Oh, I'm so sorry, Denise. Oh, I was wrong. My Aunt Jean Ann removed herself from the community area and went to the dining room. Ever work with Karen Simply Soft? Yes, yes I have. You know, one thing that I love about Karen Simply Soft is the sheen of the yarn. It's not my preferred yarn to work with, but, you know, I'm not mad at it. Which one was that? Oh, now I need this one. Oh, now I lost my working yarn. Where did it go? Come here. Have any of you guys started watching The Good Doctor yet? I really, really enjoy The Good Doctor. Debbie said, I feel guilty knitting while you crochet. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty at all. You just do whatever it is that makes you happy. That's what's important here. Whew. Only seen a few shows of The Good Doctor. Not bad. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. He is such a good actor. He really is such a good actor. This last episode that oh, you know what? I have a Good Doctor to watch tonight because I think it comes on Monday nights, doesn't it? Yeah. Anywho, last week's episode, Lord. I mean, I cry at coffee commercials, but I was crying last week watching him. He's such a good actor. Good night, Fairy. I'm just watching chat. Is there anything that I was supposed to talk about that I did not talk about? Seeing as how we only got about 10 minutes left. Lord, where did the time go? Our time went way too fast tonight, you guys. Whew. Guys, my desk is a giant tangle of yarn. Help. Call the Marines. I mean, that's the only thing I can suggest. Call the Marines. I did talk about the Snowball Express. We talked about the Snowball Express a little bit. Get in there. Stop it. Stop it. Kelly said, I recommend the Navy. The Marines will just blow it up. I say nay. I say nay, nay. That's not true. We analyze. We adapt. We overcome. Sometimes that includes blowing things up. Sometimes it's inevitable, but not always. Tim Tams, yes. We talked about Patreon. We talked about Tim Tams. Aw. Thank you, Mary. What a lovely question. Or compliment, sorry. It is my pleasure. I am glad that I have been helpful for you. We did not talk about mint slice and caramel crowns because I am not versed in the mint slice or the caramel crown. And I'm a little bit uncomfortable talking about things that I am not versed in. But I would love to be. All the more reason to book the Australian crochet cruise. To get more addictions. I need a cookie. Everybody needs a cookie, Kelly. Everybody. Sometimes that includes blowing things up. It really does. Sometimes it does. No, the address is to my house in Florida. The address is not directly to the daughters. It will be transferred over to the daughters. My Aunt Jean Ann, who is here in this chat, she is an officer in her local chapter, and my cousin is an officer in the same local chapter. So my aunt and my cousin will be taking it to state conference in March. Good night, Bobby. Dago said, I'm a Navy mom. My Uncle Roger retired from the Navy. My cousin's husband retired from the Navy. There ain't nothing wrong with the Navy. I mean, they give the Marines a lift. There's nothing wrong with the Navy. And they patch up the Marines. You know, the Devil Dolphins, they patch up the Marines when they get broken. Which is quite frequently, because they're like, hey, y'all, watch this. If I'm being honest. Good night, Lauber. Getting to be about that time where we're losing everybody on the East Coast. We done lost all the Euros. Tycho said, I just remembered I have chocolate cake snowballs. What? No, hold my beer and watch this? No. They don't even need the beer. They're just like, hey, y'all, watch this. Boom. Kim said, I feel like I need a nap today. I feel like that on most days, Kim. I really do. Especially today. But I'm going to sleep good tonight, which is thankful because I got to get up early in the morning for a conference. Melted shake. Bless his little heart. Poor little guy. He's just trying to get some num-nums. That's all he wants, Auntie, is some num-nums. Ugh, coffee. I need to make some decaf coffee. Ugh. Because I really love coffee. I really, really do. Whew. Melissa finished 2 projects in this live chat. Well, why don't you just make me look like a tortoise? Here I am, just trying to get some granny squares attached. Did I do that right? Wait, did I go to... What in Sam Hill did I do? See, I wasn't paying attention. Hang on. Hang on, slow your roll, Turbo. What did I do? Oh, I didn't finish this one, that's why. Duh. I'd have been very unhappy come towards the end of this blanket, y'all. Alright. Now I'm ready to turn. Jesus. They're smaller. My Aunt Jean Ann says, please let me say thank you to all that are participating with the blankets. Y'all are a very special group of caring ladies. It's a very, very good cause. Tammy said, no, girl, what's the point? I need all the caffeine I can get. Well, the problem is that I actually have to go to sleep tonight because I have to get up early in the morning and then I have to work all night tomorrow night. So if I drink anything with caffeine in it right now, then I'm going to be awake and then I'm going to be super tired tomorrow. Do we still need blankets, Mary? We just started. We just started with the Snowball Express. The cutoff delivery date for the blankets is they must be at my house in Florida by March 5th. That's the cutoff date. So we still have plenty of time. You know, like there's no need to rush on anything. You can still finish your Christmas presents for this year and all of that because it's not for this Christmas, it's for next Christmas. Kirby said, what do you guys do when you've stockpiled a bunch of projects that you aren't going to use? You mean like when you've made things that you aren't going to use? If that's what you're talking about, I give them away. That's what I do, personally. Ooh. 2 more squares. 2 more squares, and then all of the squares will be attached. What are the blankets for? The blankets are being donated to a foundation called the Snowball Express. And what the Snowball Express does is they take children whose parents were unfortunately killed in combat while on active duty. They take the surviving parent or whoever the guardian is and the children of the military person who passed away to Disney World over Christmas, because Christmas is one of the hardest holidays for, you know, people to get through whenever they've lost their loved one. So they fly them to Orlando. The entire family fly them to Orlando, all expenses paid. They don't have to pay for any hotel rooms. They don't have to pay for any food. Nothing. Everything is paid for. And they also give the children a present. So the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution are doing a blanket drive to donate to the foundation. So all of our blankets that are being mailed to my house in Florida, they will be handed over to my Aunt Jean Ann and my cousin Amy, who are part of the DAR in Florida, and they will be taking them to the state conference in March and donating them along with all of the other blankets that the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution are creating. I don't know if I'm liking this. I'm gonna have to block it, I think. I didn't want to. Maybe it'll look better once I get the border on it, but I don't know if I'm liking this. Y'all, I'm starting to have that moment. I don't know if I'm liking this. I don't think that it's just for children who have lost their parents this year, because we've lost a lot of people overseas, so I don't think that that it's I don't think that it's just for people within this year, because there's lots of kids who have lost their moms and dads. Tammy said, Jean, I have a ton of that yarn to make those ruffle scarves. Ask Stephanie if I could send them somewhere for you. Would you like some more of that yarn? If you want to send, if you're serious and you want to send that yarn to my Aunt Jean Ann, you can send it to the address for the Snowball Express, because it'll all go to my house there, and she'll get it. Tammy, if you want to send her that yarn. She laughed the other day because I told her that there was a bunch of you guys from that conversation that we had. There was a bunch of you guys that said that you would send her your yarn because you had some in your stash. She loves that yarn. Extra blankets, what will happen to them? They are also teaming up with Project Linus in Florida. So, but I mean, I pray that we're going to have extra blankets. They take like 1,200 kids each year for this. So I pray that we're going to have extra blankets. I mean, that's my goal. My goal is, you know, my cousin won't be able to pack any luggage when she goes to state conference because she'll just be loaded down with blankets. Cynthia said you didn't like it for the mermaid tail either. Maybe you just don't like the way it works up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm OCD. So, you know, it's probably just my own issues. That's probably all that it is. It might look a lot prettier once I got to think about a border. I got to count my stitches and see how many stitches I have going across, and then I got to devise what kind of border I want. A U-Haul. They may have to rent a U-Haul. I hope so. I hope that we flood them with so many blankets that you know, they have to take 2 vehicles down instead of caravanning in one. That's my hope anyways. I know that I will at least have, by that time, I will have 4 blankets to donate myself. Oh, my Aunt Jean Ann said last year they actually had 1,700 for Christmas when they went to Texas. But this year they're going to Orlando. The variegated yarn is Red Heart Super Saver, and it's in the colorway Wildflowers. A U-Haul packed with blankets for the Snowball Express would be fabulous. I concur. I agree. We will see. We will see how many people send blankets. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Whew, you guys, it is past cutoff time. Are you going to make an album of all the ones that are donated through you? Would love to see them all. I have asked if people are going to post pictures of them on social media to use the hashtag Snowball Express so we can try and keep in touch with them. You know, if people want to email me pictures of their blankets, I can post them if they happen, you know, like Daigo isn't on Facebook. She's only on Pinterest, and Jaja isn't on Facebook. So, you know, I don't mind doing that. I hope that everybody wants to post their pictures in the Facebook group and on Instagram and use the hashtag. Karina, I have fur babies too, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to wash my blankets with a dye-free and a perfume-free laundry detergent, and then put them in the dryer and get all of that out. Kim Nielsen said, when you lose your crochet hook and something cold touches your leg. Oh, well, I'm good. I'm glad that I made him laugh too, Daigo. I make everybody laugh with those stories. It's even better when Catherine tells them. Kelly, I think that happens to all of us. It really does. Okay, but listen, guys. It is after 8 my time, so I really gotta go. Oh, my Aunt Jean Ann is talking. If they are at Disney next year, we may deliver them. Our state meetings are in Orlando. Yes, that would be nice. I hope that they're going to be in Disney for you guys to do that next year. That would be great. Okay, really, I will stay here and I will continue to talk to you guys because I have missed you, and I feel like our 2 hours has just flown by, but that cannot happen because I have to go get in bed. And I didn't get all of these squares attached this week. We were too short, but that's okay. We will get them attached next week. And please keep spreading the word about the Snowball Express, because the sooner that people know about it, you know, the sooner they can start planning, and hopefully we will get as many people participating as possible. And like I said, make it to where my cousin and my aunt cannot take luggage with them to conference. That's my goal. I don't want them to be able to fit luggage in. My aunt's going to be carrying luggage on her lap. That's my goal. But I will see you guys next week. I will be in Chantel's chat on Wednesday. Don't forget, it's a dye stream. You guys do not want to miss it. We're going to be dyeing yarn. It's going to be fabulous. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for being so supportive and hanging out with me for the past 2 hours. And we'll see you next time.